Hey everyone, Tankenstein here. In this video, I've got your very first dev server overview and gameplay of the Zerstorer 45. This is a currently rank 4 battle rating 6.0 SPAA in the German ground forces tech tree, and will sit between the Ostwind 2 and the Kugelblitz, which is pretty damn cool. Now that being said, this is the dev server, so anything is subject to change that you see on here, but this vehicle currently has quad mount of the MK103 cannons, which can punch through with their HVAP shells up to 77 millimeters of armor, which might make this thing kind of effective when it comes to tank destroying. So overall, this thing looks like it'll be pretty fun. I mean, it's more or less based on a Panzer IV chassis, so you're not really going to get great armor protection anyways. And of course, as you can see here, you have 3 people up top, 2 in the crew, so even if these guys get gunned down for whatever reason, you at least have some backups here, at least kind of in a way. But what you can also do is you can put the skirts up if you really want, but unfortunately those are not very thick side skirts, and they'll still be penned by pretty much anything in this game, so I really wouldn't put too much emphasis on that, and just for your own sake, I would just say to keep them down. Now I said, let's get into a few matches here. Bear in mind that being that this is the dev server, as you can see, this is grayed out. I literally cannot get into a match, so you have to get into ground arcade mode in order for me to do that. You know, you're gonna be looking at this and be like, well, Tankenstein, your turret rotation speed's 104.5 degrees per second. Why is that? This vehicle's too... It's because I'm in ground arcade, because I literally cannot play ground RB. So just bear that in mind going forward. But that said, let's get this weird vehicle into a few matches and have a good time. Let's get into it. Okay, it looks like we might have an Abrams back here, kind of sneaking up on the on my allies. So let's see if I can go around them. Not entirely sure. And you'll be able to see this thing. It sounds like a freaking meat chopper, man. Like, holy guacamole. Like, it sounds really, really cool. So there he is. We have ourselves engine kill. Loader, got the loader. Okay, let's see if we can take him out from this side. Okay, I don't feel like dying right now, but we got ourselves a kill assist. Not too bad. And, you know, of course, again, this is AB, and unfortunately the problem with AB is that, or with anything in this, when you're playing the dev server, you're going to be facing people that are like 50 bajillion BRs higher than you. So, in the interim, let's go listen to this. Oh, and look at that quick reload. Let's do it one more time. It just sounds so pure. It just sounds so nice. Also, these do have collision, so bear that in mind. See? So you can see, and you will be caught up on buildings if going through narrow streets especially. So if you want, button it up a little bit, but I don't really know if it's a necessarily good idea. Got the kill assist, and we have ourselves nothing, but we got the track. Oh, baby, baby. Let's see, is this guy still going to be looking at me? Nope, he is not. And we have another assist, so that's pretty much all I'm going to be able to do at this BR with this vehicle. But man, like, this is going to be a fun vehicle. This thing is going to be fun once it comes out. Just because of, like, listen. It's just, it sounds like death. Holy crud. Like, I'm actually really excited for this thing now. This is something that, when it was first shown on the dev stream, I was like, you know, maybe it'll be cool. But, I don't know. It just sounds like... I don't know. I'm just really stoked for it. So we're having the enemy over there. I'm going to probably die because I am not at all a long-range vehicle. But we'll have to see. But, okay. Okay, you know what? I screwed him up real bad. I messed him up real bad. But unfortunately, what's going to happen is when I'm just playing in arcade, we're just going to see a bunch of this, right? Like, where everybody pretty much completely outclasses me, either because they're in an enclosed turret, they have an advanced vehicle, whatever the case may be. So I've decided that rather than continuously talk and all that through this match, I will just shut the heck up and let the MK103 speak for themselves, because you guys really need to hear them without me talking over it. So, that said, regardless of how well I do in this match, hopefully we do well, probably not, because we're facing a lot of players who get to me first before the actual World War II vehicles. But that said, I'll shut up now. So as you can see, I decided to button up the side skirts. Also, I've got the HE shells here. So let's see what we can do versus a bomber. And it's pretty damn gnarly. Okay, not too bad. I mean, that is an S2 or an SP2M. But as you can see, I mean, like, the elevation on this thing is absolutely absurd. To the point where it almost kind of forces you where you can't do... Especially if you're going to be going against ground vehicles. I'm not even going to go for that thing anymore. Especially if you're going to be going against ground vehicles, it makes no sense whatsoever to keep this up. Like, you only get 10 millimeters of armor protection anyways. So, that said, let's see. Oh, that was an easy kill. Can we go through the front of that? It looks like we can, at least through the turret. Not too bad. I mean, like, again, I feel that, and by the way, this is realistic, so you can see very clearly that it's not all that fast, but that's also a Panzer IV for you, right? Like, this is on a Panzer IV chassis with just 4 MK103s, which is awesome, you know? And I feel like this is going to be a ton of fun to play in regular matches. But, again, having that modification where you put the skirts up, I just don't feel like that's going to be useful at all. In fact, I feel like it's going to be hurtful for a lot of players just trying to go around, because not only does it impact going against ground vehicles, but it's going to severely, I mean, like, really negatively impact going against air vehicles as well, because a lot of the time, air vehicles aren't going to be at a minimum of that, right? They're going to be, let's see, right here. They're going to be right here, you know, and that's well below where I can actually start shooting, especially if you're looking at the back of this thing. So, that said, that about ends it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you don't mind, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. But either way, thanks again. I'll see you all on the other side. The Zerstorer 45, I'm actually really excited about. Gaijin, put more of these vehicles in. The game really would appreciate it, but at least you went back in time and added the BF-109C and the Zerstorer 45. Take care, everyone.